back again for the second half. Roosevelt on the road taking on Norco. Put 24 minutes back on the clock as we get set to start the second half. 40-7 the score in favor of the Cougars from Norco.
So looking at some numbers here unofficially with the Hatch statistics, Chirez, gifted running back, who reminds me of Don Nottingham, the human bowling ball, 15 carries for 87 yards. And Illingworth, the big quarterback, pro-style body, pro-style look, 153 yards and 3 TDs, giving him 34 for the year.
First kickoff by Norco. Roosevelt running it back out past the 30, and that's where we'll see Ward and the Mustang offense for the first time in this half. I'm Colin Holt. That's Tim Hatch. We join the viewers and the listeners on Inland Sports YouTube channel, Inland Sports Internet Radio, a production of Thursday Night Football.
Now, if you're the Norco coaches, you say we keep doing what we're doing. We're not changing anything. We want to keep attacking. We don't want to take our foot off the pedal here on the Mustangs. Another reference to automobiles. If you're the Mustangs, you want to build something, like you said, some momentum with Centennial looming on the horizon with the possible playoff berth, even at 4 and 6. They could make some noise.
There's Neal on the first carry of the second half for Roosevelt. It's a pickup of 1 out to the 34-yard line.
But as a coach, that's your job with a bunch of 18, 17, 16-year-olds. You got to get them their minds right and together and thinking the same way.
So 2nd and 9 for Roosevelt. Ball in the near hash. 2 receivers, now 3 receivers out to the far side for Xavier Ward. Junior quarterback leading the way for Roosevelt. And so Ward on 2nd and 9 takes the snap, looks to his right, delivers a strike and completes it. Caught at the hash on the far side, out at the 37-yard line. They spot forward progress.
And you notice as the game is worn on, the passes that they completed are all underneath secondary look passes, and the pressure's been so intense on him that I don't even know if he's getting past the first look.
3rd and 6 from the 37 now. Ball on that far hash. 3 receivers now to the near side for Roosevelt. 1 back set. That's Neal in the backfield with Ward. Ward calls for the snap. He's going to get it. Looking to his left. Now he has a bit more time. Tries the slant pass, and it's broken up. Getting a hand in there was Brandon Buzz.
What an incredible play by number 21 there. That was textbook. He walled the receiver off to the outside. As the receiver turned in, he played the ball incredibly well, diving in with his offhand to slap the ball away. That was textbook coverage. And Roosevelt's got to put something together here with longer than the 30-second, 1-minute drive and a turnover.
This punt will drop in as Roosevelt punts it away at about the 38-yard line. That's where it stops. And with 10:19 to go here in the third quarter, we'll see the Norco offense, who had a real good first half, putting up 40 points. And Shane Illingworth and company will start from their own 38. So a 33-point lead for Norco. They hand the ball off on first down from the 38. This is Chirez for no gain on first down. So they'll spot the ball in the near hash, give them maybe 1 yard. So it's 2nd and 9 now from the 39. Norco going to take their time between plays now, looking to the sideline to get the call.
And Norco's offensive line, a lot of credit there. They have a lot of size, a lot of beef, but they've opened up some huge holes for the running backs to get positive yardage. The defense not even getting close to touching them.
Illingworth takes the snap. It's a fumble. Chirez drops it, and the exchange wasn't clean. It's recovered by Roosevelt's Gavin Hoffman. And now the Mustangs with a bright spot.
Here we go. The momentum turn. Small steps for Roosevelt. Now turn this into some type of points, and then build on that each play, each time they go down the field.
So 1st and 10. 9:40 to go in the third. Roosevelt now with a short field, possibly for the first time all evening. From the 39-yard line, Ward shotgun near hash. He's in trouble early, tries to escape to his right. Chased by Zettner. He escapes that tackle and picks up a couple up the far sideline.
And he was totally under pressure from that whole play. Kind of like a young man at a shotgun wedding, being chased all the way down. Number 44, trying to grab his ankles, and just barely got out, but he took a pop as he got up the field there on the sideline.
And now 2nd and 8, so it's a pickup of 2 on the scramble by Ward. Ball on the far hash, so 3 receivers to the near side for Roosevelt. Ward with the hand signals to let his receivers know where to go. 2nd and 8, Ward shotgun, back over to his right. The handoff, there goes Neal up the middle for a pickup of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 6.
This would be a huge drive for either side of this. The Norco defense to make a stand here. Although they played really well all night, but this is another level of them for them to attain. To get a stop here would be incredible for their confidence.
So here's 3rd and 6. Ward again, far hash. 3 receivers near side. Ward back to pass. Ward fires, and that one is caught by a diving, looks like Tyler Bush for a first down. That's inside to the 35. Ball on the near hash now for Roosevelt. Clock ticking down to 8 minutes to go in the third.
That was played really well by the Norco defensive back. He slipped just as the ball arrived and could have caused some problems there for the delivery, but nice job of concentration by Bush, looking the ball in his hands.
Fresh set of downs. Ward in trouble. Spins away from one tackle, slips another. He's getting to the numbers of the 40. Now he airs it out downfield, incomplete. And Ward dragged down at the end of the play after releasing it. No flag, but how about Ward escaping 2 almost sacks?
That was missability at its finest.
Chucked it downfield, was lucky enough that it wasn't intercepted. Was falling incomplete.
But man, he was hit hard, and he was hit a couple times by the Norco defensive players. And somehow he spun out of it, showed enough athleticism to get out the pocket.
So here is 2nd and 10 for Roosevelt.
That's probably how Pep Fernandez gets out of soccer scrums.
Most likely.
And I've never seen Pep play soccer.
Now, he tells me he was pretty decent back in the day.
Now,
but isn't that what everyone says?
But weren't there other players on the field?
Well, from the way he tells, I think he was the only one out there.
That seems that's how he would be excellent. So he's going against those imaginary defenders, kicking to a large goal.
Now, rumor has it that Pep Fernandez, as that one is picked off, little floater by Ward. And there goes, looks like Corey Hunter. That's the 3rd pick of the night for Norco. Returned all the way out to about the 35-yard line, and Norco's defense comes up big on a drive that was fairly successful for the Mustangs.
That safety just baited that pass. Again, I think Ward is starting to focus in on, hone in on one receiver. He's looking at him the whole time, staring him down, so to speak, and the safety just read it perfectly.
1st and 10, Illingworth handoff. This carry by Aries Lions. Inside of 7 minutes to go, no gain on the pickup. From the 35-yard line.
Norco's defense has been very impressive since that first drive.
2nd and 10, this handoff. Aries Lions taking it off tackle to the hash. First down out across the 50. Stays on his feet as he stumbles to the Roosevelt 46. 1st and 10.
Now Norco's offensive line is just hammering that defensive line of Roosevelt. And you see a little chin to the chest motions of the Mustang defense. A little tired now. It's tough for them to stay up, getting beat up like this.
Illingworth, a little dump off pass. He's going to get it to Cody Warchuk, or Baby Warchuk.
That's right, the freshman.
Big pickup down to around the 30. Fresh set of downs for Norco.
And he also showed some hard running ability there, too. They ran him in motion, like he looked like he was going to pull and lead a sweep. And he popped free out into the flat. Ball was delivered by Illingworth on time in the right spot. And Baby Warchuk showing some speed up the sideline.
1st and 10 from the 33 near hash. Illingworth, time to look. Fires one to the end zone. Put too much on it as he was trying to go to Espinoza. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 33. Ball still on that near hash for Norco. Had Espinoza running down the middle of the field and just overthrew him by a few yards. 40-7. Cougars leading and driving into Roosevelt territory.
Or could you say driving into Mustang territory?
I could if I wanted to.
Go with my car similes?
Yeah, but I thought that was your department.
Norco is in the driver's seat.
There you go. 2nd and 10. Illingworth, screen pass. There goes Aries Lyons down the near sideline. Touchdown, Norco. Just like that, it's 46-7.
Instruments up.
And Norco's offense putting up 46, 5:19 to go in the 3rd.
That's 4th touchdown pass for Illingworth, giving him 35 on the season with only 2 interceptions.
He ran for one today as well. And so here comes Carson Irvin. Perfect on extra points today. Hopefully I didn't jinx him. And he makes it 47-7. 40-point lead for the Norco Cougars.
He put that one all the way over the student section. Good thing someone wasn't walking out there with a hot dog. Would have took him out back there.
$5:19 to go. And like you said in the 2nd quarter, Tim Hatch, they've done it in a variety of different ways. Finding running backs out of the backfield, letting Shane Illingworth let it fly. Doing it on the ground. They've scored multiple ways. They've gotten 1st down multiple ways. And this Norco offense is almost scary good. And, of course, they went up against a very tough Centennial team last week. But, I mean, Roosevelt is no slouch. And this Norco team putting up 47 through 2.5 quarters.
So, with according to my Hatch statistics, I have Illingworth right at 200 yards and 4 TDs today on throwing, 1 rushing. And you could say that they're hitting on all cylinders against the Mustangs.
You could say that if you wanted to be a wordsmith like Tim Hatch. 1st and 10 from the 20, middle of the field. You got doubles formation, so 2 receivers to each side, 1 back set. And this one off the hands of Ward. He drops it, and Ward falls on top of it back at the 10-yard line.
They've had some issues with that snap today.
Bounced off his hands in the air, dropped behind him, and then he was able to jump on it in time. So 2nd and 20.
2nd and a half a country mile.
4:50 to go in the 3rd. And counting. Ward. Handoff. Neal going to get back the lost yardage. Carries it to the hash far side to the 20. before being dragged down.
So what do you do here if they have a 4th down at this end of the field? You work on your special teams?
I think you have to.
Have to punt it?
I think you have to punt it away. Three receivers near side, ball in the far hash. Set up at the 20. It's going to be Neal on the handoff, and he is met and dropped for a loss. Seth Walsh-Jones got there first for Norco.
And I tell you, that Norco defense is just playing with a lot of pep in their step and pinning their ears back. Every analogy you can think of defensively. They're aggressive. They're arriving at the point of the attack. Looking very sharp tonight.
4th and 10 from the 20. They'll have to punt it away.
These Cougars are mauling these Mustangs.
Marquise Ashley back at the 50 to return. Fair catch called for and bobbled and hung on to by Ashley at the 46. And so 3:06 remaining. Norco back on offense, up by 40.
Does that not negate the fair catch if it's bobbled?
I don't think it does at the high school level. I think as long as he gets it back, he's down right where he stands because he called for the fair catch. Now, that creates a tough situation for a player on the kick team, on the kicking team, because you have to obviously at least make an attempt to recover the loose ball because it's live at that point because he touched it. But you could also be penalized for hitting a player that called for a fair catch. There goes Chirez, first down into Roosevelt territory, out to the 40-yard line, and they'll move the sticks.
We also have a new quarterback in the game.
Yeah, so Shane Illingworth will sit down with a 40-point lead, and we'll see Kyle Crum. Handoff, and there goes Aries Lyons. Finds a seam, gets down to the 26, another Norco first down. Inside of 3 minutes to go.
Would you say for Kyle Crum, this game is cake?
I would say, just hope he doesn't fall apart. Here goes Crum, near side, brought down after a pickup of 2. Down to the 25-yard line, and so it will be 2nd and 8 from there.
What grade is Crum? What year is he?
So Crum, the sophomore, backing up the Shane Illingworth senior.
And he's really intelligent. He's in AP World History. And he's carrying an A average in AP World History. Must have a great teacher.
2nd and 8, fires one, Ashley, and he just airmailed it just a tad as Ashley was running over the middle on a post route in the end zone. 2:05 to go now in the third. And Norco leading by 40. Here is a 3rd and 8 for Kyle Crum. Yeah, you got to look to Norco life post Illingworth, and here's Crum from the near hash. As he hands it off, Chirez stood up and brought down after picking up 3 yards down to the 22-yard line. The offense going to stay out there for now, as we know that Carson Irvin is pretty accurate as a field goal kicker. So they'll let the offense get another snap for Kyle Crum. Crum is going to hand it off. Chirez runs into the referee, but he picked up the first down before he got there, down to the 12-yard line. And Chirez knocked down by the back judge.
Back judge showed some great form on that tackle.
Squared the hips, drove through him, and Chirez gets his number called again as he picks up 3 yards on first down, 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Obviously, that referee has played football before. He did try and wrap him up, though, if you saw. It wasn't just an arm tackle.
Crum looking to throw, slings one toward the pylon near side. Going to come up short, looking to go to Marquise Ashley, and it'll be a third down from the 9-yard line.
That Ashley, he's always moving. He's not like furniture.
The question becomes now, Tim, are you reaching just a little too much?
With 50 seconds on the clock in the third quarter of a 40-point game, yes.
And that's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Crum, play action. He's in trouble. Crum rolling to his right. Now he's just going to tuck it and get thrown out of bounds near sideline. Brought down by Christian Coleman. Getting toward the end of the third quarter here. This will be 4th and 10 from the 12-yard line. The offense stays out there again.
It looked like the side judge wanted to get on the action. He saw the back judge had a tackle, so he made a run for it too.
Crum shotgun. 4 receivers out wide to his left. Ball on the near hash. Crum takes the snap option, pitches it. Ashley down inside the 5. Did he get enough for the first down as the third quarter comes to an end? It's going to be close. We'll see what they signal here. And now they're going to measure. They're going to set the ball near the 2, which is the line to gain. Near sideline, they pitched it to Ashley. This is the end of the third. They measure first over on the right end of the field, and then they'll flip sides.
That's going to be a long run from those referees. They've put in a good day's work. They have to stay hydrated. Hope they don't cramp up all the way down the other end of the field.
And now they will measure. And he's going to not signal. Wait for a bit. Just make sure that the marker is in the correct spots. And now they'll stretch it out.
Make sure that chain's not missing a link.
They've been searching for the missing link for a while. And it's going to be first down. Roosevelt. Marquise Ashley just a tad short. So the Cougar defense will have to make their way out there.
How about the chain crew there? They got a long run ahead of them. Wind aided.
Hey folks, if you have your raffle tickets out here, your tickets. The hot dog. I have a white ticket. Oh, he lost his hat. He loses. Ticket number 7.
Referees racing down to the other end, and I think the near side line judge lost his cap.
I do feel like I'm at a Washington Nationals baseball game.
Watching the sausages.
That's right.
Or the presidents that would be at the
That's
Nationals
right, to
games.
be a president, right. Looks like Obama just lost his hat.
Fourth quarter, Roosevelt again looking for something to build on.
Well, 5 turnovers is not how you want to play this game. Coming into Norco Stadium, having Norco here in a must-win game for Norco, and to come out and turn it over 5 times, not a good look.
Ward has it go through his hands in the end zone. It's recovered. Touchdown, Norco. Chase Miller, it looks like. And Chase Miller has got himself a touchdown. The freshman.
36, Chase Miller for Norco, touchdown.
And the Norco Cougars lead 53-7. And the young freshman gets on the board. Recovers the fumble in the end zone. Touchdown, Norco.
That was the shortest drive of the day for Norco.
Marquise Ashley came up just short on a 4th down play. And then it was Xavier Ward for Roosevelt who decided to help him out and give him the ball in the end zone anyway.
So 3 fumbles, 3 interceptions.
Irvin, extra point, good. 54-7. 11:43 to play, and the clock standing still. This is a big win for Norco. I mean, they dominated Santiago 63-14. And then they close with Corona. Beat King pretty badly, too.
Well, their only losses this year were to Rancho Verde and to Centennial.
Those are two very good teams, too. And Rancho Verde, I think, is a lot better than people initially thought they were. That win over Norco kind of put them on the map, but Norco, a very good football team. They'll get a playoff spot. They'll likely finish second. Thinking that they beat Corona next week. This kick gonna bounce once, head toward the end zone, be fielded inside the 5, and Roosevelt gonna try to run it back. Dropped at the 1.
And the wheels have definitely come off the wagon.
Tyler Bush initially thought about fielding it, then he let it bounce, then he decided just to let it roll to the end zone, then he changed his mind, decided to pick it up, and that's when he was tackled at the 1. So Roosevelt going to snap it into their own end zone again. Clock running now. Inside of 11 and a half to go.